Today, we kick off our American Championship, racing in Canada, Brazil, Mexico, and the USA. Very different circuits for our drivers to master, and with just 4 rounds, well, there's not much time to make up ground after a bad result. We have 10 turns to the left and 10 to the right here at the fantastic Circuit of the Americas. Overtaking opportunities into turn 1 and 12 at this anti-clockwise 3.6-mile track. And we should see average lap speeds of around 126 miles per hour. Anthony Davison joins me today and looking very chirpy as well, it must be said. And by your smile, I'm guessing you're anticipating a good race today.
I always get like this when it comes to race day, Crofty. You should know that. I do think we're in for an extra exciting one today, though, that's for sure. The current lineup of drivers are all super competitive, and with the recent upgrades being made by some of the teams, who knows how today will play out.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. George Russell will begin today's event from pole position, and Antonio Giovinazzi lines up alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Bottas, Albon, Nico Hülkenberg, and Grosjean, Leclerc, Gasly, Raikkonen, and Daniel Kvyat, Magnussen, Perez, Robert Kubica, and Hamilton, Ricciardo, Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, and Lando Norris. Vettel and Lance Stroll brings the grid to a close. And now it's time to head down to the track.
It's a steep incline into turn 1 that'll help you scrub speed off. There are multiple lines, so be sure to make use of them. That's a strong start. Well done. first lap of the race. Keep this up. This is your final lap of the race.
That was brilliant stuff from Racing Point today. What a superb victory. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
I think we'll chalk this one up to a deft touch on the brake pedal. That's allowed them to challenge down the inside into the braking zones, and ultimately, if you do that often enough, you end up winning the race. It was great to watch as well though, wasn't it? Forget strategy, forget tyre management. Who doesn't love a good old-fashioned scrap?
Racing Point's performance today has shown that they can be competitive with the veterans of the sport. They're making their way out to the podium now as we speak, and the reaction from the crowd must be incredibly uplifting for them. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. The points that Sergio Perez earned today see him take over the lead in the Drivers' Championship. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
Well, there was a lot of incredible driving out there today, Crofty, but if I had to pick someone, it's got to be Sergio Perez. Fantastic driving.
Let's move on to the constructors. Mercedes moves to the top of the table. And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.